morning students, how are you today? I, I hope you all are fine. Okay, as I told earlier, so I'll be finishing your exercise 8.2. So only 4 questions are left. After finishing it, I'll start compound interest. Okay, so now concept is same. When it is given questions like what selling price and cost price, in while solving this question, two important part is there, that is anyhow you need to find out the cost price of the item if it is not given, anyhow you need to find out the selling price of the item if it is not given. Okay, after getting the selling price and cost price, you can make out whether I have made a profit or loss. If CP is greater, that means cost price is greater, obviously loss will be there. If loss, how much, and then percent. And if SP is greater, you have to you will get a profit, and how much profit will be there after subtracting, you will be getting it, and what is the percentage. Profit and loss percentage, again I am telling you, profit and loss percentage is calculated on overall CP. Again I am telling you why overall CP. Suppose you have purchased a television at the city and cost price is 30,000, and once you have purchased at the Siliguri, it will not come to your home by blinking of your eyes, so you have to hire a auto. Okay, suppose its cost is 300. Now you have to think that cost price of the TV is 30,000 plus 300. So overhead expense, the expense which you allow to add with the CP. Okay, suppose I am purchasing an old scooter, clear, and after repairing, and its repairing charge is 2,000, and old scooter purchase was 10,000. So what is the cost I have to think of the scooter? 10,000 plus 2,000, 12,000. Now if I like to sell it, and if I like to make a profit of 5%, 10%, whatever it is, calculate, put the value, you will get your desired answer. Are you clear? So that means anyhow you need to find out the cost price by calculation, and anyhow you need to find out the SP by calculation. Okay? After that you will make out whether it is a loss or profit. And if it is a loss, how much loss? If it is a profit, how much profit is there, and percentage. Okay, same this question number 7 is more or less same as question number 5, but little bit different is there. So a milkman sold 2 of his buffaloes for rupees 20,000 each. That means selling price of 1 buffalo is 20,000. Then what is the total selling price of 2 buffalo? 20,000 into 2, that is 40,000. This you have to first find out. So SP of 2 buffaloes equals to SP of 2 buffaloes equals to 20,000 into 2, rupees 40,000. Clear? Now he is selling. By selling this way, 20,000 each, he has made a loss in one and he has made a profit on other. What is the cost price? You have to find out. The first one is what? Made a profit of 5%, and second one is that made a loss of 10%. Same as question number this. So in case of first buffalo, in case of first buffalo, profit percentage equals to how much? Profit percentage equal to 5%. Okay. SP is equal to rupees 20,000. Therefore, you need to find out the CP formula. Cp is equal to Sp into 100 by 100 plus P percentage, since it is a profit. Calculate. Sp is the 20,000 into 100 by 100 plus 5. So 20,000 into 100 means one more zero, into 100 by 105. Cut it by 5, it will be 20. Cut it by 5, it will be 21. So this calculation is little bit tricky. You have to find out 4, and how many 0 will be there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upon 21. Leave it like this because it is not the final answer. So you have to find out the next one. Same way, in case of second buffalo, loss percentage is equal to 10%. It is SP equals to 20,000. Therefore, Cp of buffalo is equal to Sp into 100 by 100 minus L percentage. Okay, so it is coming how much? 10%. 10. Okay, Sp is the 20,000 into 100 by 100 minus 10, 90. So 20,000 into 100 by 90. So 1 0 cancel. So it is coming 20,000, 20 4 0, and another 1 0, 10, and then 90. Leave it like this. Now what to do? You have to add. At a time you have got the cost price, selling price of the two items, and now I am getting the cost price in two steps. In first step it is this much of rupees, and it is also second. Therefore total CP, TCP of two buffaloes equals to, first one you get 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 21. Okay, and here 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 9. You have to perform LCM. So it is coming, LCM of this equals to 63. So divide by 21, 3, 3 4s are 12, 12, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. Plus if you divide by 9, it will be 7, 7 to the 14, and then 5 0. Okay, after adding 14 and 12, how much is I am getting? 26. Clear? 26 50 by 63. So if you divide it, you will be getting how much? 41,269.84 rupees. Now you have got the total CP 41,269.84. If you divide it by 63, you do it outside, and your selling price is 40,000, cost price is 41,000. So obviously CP greater than SP. When CP is greater, that means loss is there. How much loss? You have to find out. Okay, I'm writing this question. Therefore, overall loss equals to 41,269.84 minus 40,000. So it is coming 1,269.84. 84 rupees. So that person, that milkman, has made a loss of 1269.84 rupees in this transaction, purchase and sell. First sell and then purchase. So they have given you the selling price. From the selling price, you need to find out the cost price. Putting the formula of cost price. Cost price formula is what? SP into 100. 100 plus P percentage or loss percentage. By this way, I am getting the two fractional number. I will not divide here because it is not the final answer. So after that TCP, total cost price of the two buffaloes, two fraction I have added, performing LCM. This is the result. At the end, you will divide it, and at that time you will get a fractional number. If you divide it, it will be again decimal number. If you divide it in decimal number, so 2 times division is there. It will take time. Okay, don't do it. So first of all, you have to simplify the two fraction and then you find out. Got it? Is there any doubt? I am coming to next question. Question number 8. Very simple. So if you are not able to do it, that means when you are going to market and purchasing something, you will be losing something. Okay? So the businessmen, they generally don't try to make a loss. So if there is any calculation mistake, so when they are selling, it means they are also purchasing the item from somewhere, and after that how much is cost, how much is transportation cost, everything is added on the item, and thereafter he is thinking how much profit I have to earn. Say after allowing everything, item is coming 4,000, so he will mark it as 4,500, and after that he will give some little bit of offer, so 1,100 is less, the 4,400. So still he has made a profit of 4,000. So generally they don't try to make a loss in any type of transaction. Yes, when one item is not being sold for many years, 3-4 years back item was there, then reduction sale is there, then only they just make it a half price, still not zero. Okay. So anyway, these are the tricks of businessman. I have to know the percentage, the application of percentage. Okay, so quickly you can find out the answer. If they are allowing 10% loss, what will be the cost price? If they are making discount this percent, how can you find out quickly? Now, coming to next question 8. Question number 8. Price of a TV is 13,000. And the sale tax charge on it is 12%. Find the amount of Binod we will have to pay to buy this. So tax is a increased percentage. So in case of P percentage, you just write down the tax percent. But nothing is there. You have to find out the selling price of the item for the shopkeeper. And whatever I am getting it, that is, in case of me, it is my cost price. In case of the shopkeeper, it is the selling price. So you find out the selling price of the item in case of shopkeeper. So that much I have to pay. Suppose after calculation it is coming 15,000. So that means what? I have to pay 15,000 rupees to the shopkeeper to purchase the item. Okay. So what do we mean? So price CP of mark price. Price. So price means here not CP. Price is MP. MP of TV. So TV is marked with rupees 13,000. Okay, and tax percentage is equal to how much tax? 12%. Therefore, SP of TV is equal to 100 plus tax percentage by 100 into MP. Okay, no need to write down any statements, just put the formula and put the data. Whatever it is coming, that is your answer. So it will be 100 plus 12 by 100 into 13,000. 20 cancel. So 112 into 130. How much is coming? 112 into 130 is equal to how much? 112 into 130 equals to 14,560 rupees. So you will write down the customer has to pay rupees 14,560 to purchase the TV. Therefore answer, customer has to pay rupees 14,560 to purchase the TV. Okay, this is the answer. Any doubt? Very simple. What about the price marked with the TV? This is the mark price, not cost price. Cost price will be then when you get it. Okay, so mark price is this, and tax percentage is 12%. So tax always is the increased. It is a case of increased percent, and loss or discount is the decreased percent. You have to remember, when it is increased, plus that part, and when it decrease, minus that part. This is the slight change. After that, you put your problem. Okay. So this is question number 8. Now I am solving question number 9. Question number 9. Arun bought a pair of skates at a sale where the discount given was 20%. If the amount pays rupees 1600, what is the mark price? So discount, after allowing discount, it is 1600. Okay. So then how much it was written on the item? Okay. So sometimes mark price you have to write. Mark price, I told you, sometimes mark price we have to apply the formula of CP. Okay. Mark price is equal to whatever this item is given. Now here we write down the data. Discount percentage is equal to 20%, and customer, if the amount pay, so already pay selling price of the SP of item. So in case of shopkeeper, SP of item rupees 1600 to 16,000, 1600. Okay, 1600. Therefore, MP of item, that is skate item question mark. So now formula apply karo. MP of item is equal to SP into 100 by 100 minus D percentage. In case of D percentage, that is 1600 into 100 minus 100 minus 20. So it is coming 1600 into 100 by 80. So 10 cancel. 8 to the 16, 200, and this 10 rupees 2000. So rupees 2000 was marked on the item, that is skates. So therefore answer, rupees 2000 was marked on the item. Understood? Very simple. Whatever the data given, you write down, and the part which you need to find out, put a question mark. You will get it. You write down, quickly complete it. Don't leave your work in pending. So time to time maintain your notebook, then it will be easier. So when you are getting time, just open it. You have to give a lot of interest in this chapter. I told you, without this you cannot serve in the present day situation. Whenever you are going to market to purchase everything, you have to apply this concept: selling price, cost price, profit and loss, discount, and then tax. Okay, otherwise you will be losing everywhere. If you don't know the meaning, don't know how to calculate, you will be losing everywhere. Okay, now last question is 10. Last question is 10. I purchased a hair dryer for rupees 5,400 including 8% VAT. After allowing VAT, it is coming rupees 5,400. Find the mark price before VAT was input. Same MP you have to find out. So here SP of the item, SP of dryer, here there rupees 5,400. VAT is what? VAT percent is the value added tax. Now this is abolished. Okay. Now we are applying GST. Okay. GST. VAT is equal to what is the percentage of VAT? 8%. MP of item is equal to what? Same way, you have to find out the MP. Therefore, MP of here there equals to SP into 100. Okay, by 100 plus P percent. Here it will be plus because tax is there. Tax is a condition of plus VAT percentage. So put the data. SP is 5,400 into 100 by 100 minus 8. Okay, it will be 5,400 into 100 by 92. After that, we will be getting what? After cancelling everything, so if we cut it by what? 92 and this 100, it will be 50 and 92 will be 46. Okay, 46 to the now again if you cut it by 25, 23, 46, 23. Okay, and now finally if you cut it, it will be 5,400 8% VAT price before VAT. So finally it will be rupees 5,000. If you cancel it, you will be getting this way. Okay. After that, whatever the answer is coming, it will be 5,000 answer. So the item was marked. Therefore, the item was marked rupees 5,000 before selling. Understood? So finish this chapter exercise. Now next day I will start compound interest, and compound interest. Before starting compound interest, I will discuss a little bit about the simple interest and what is the basic difference between the simple interest and compound interest. I will discuss. Thereafter I will start the exercise. Okay, so wait for that. Till then, bye bye students.